getting the team to let go of the excuses, stop the finger pointing, and stop the blame. That's what we're going to talk about next.
I feel like every day all I hear is excuses. I want to move my team in a better direction. However, every time I talk about change, all I get is the reasons why things can't be done. How can I get my team to take more ownership?
You know, that's a great question, and perhaps one of the biggest challenge that we as leaders face is really breaking that victim thinking cycle that we so often see on teams, you know, where it's about finger pointing, it's about blame, it's about excuses, it's about rationalization. And you think about it, those are really the biggest things that oftentimes get in the way of being able to move our teams towards success. So for as leaders, for us to be able to get people to let go of those things, to stop thinking like a victim, is one of the most important things we can do, because the reality is victims never win. We just can't build anything on a foundation of victim thinking. It won't support, it won't sustain anything. So how do we break that victim cycle? How do we get people to take greater ownership? Well, I'll give you a strategy here that we've watched work exceptionally well in organizations. And that is to be able to get our people more involved. Rather than just telling them that this is where we're going, or this is what we need to do, or this is the change, or this is the strategy we're going to put in place, take the time to get them involved in that process. So if they're not involved in setting the goal, get them involved in defining the strategy. If they're not involved in the strategy, get them involved in terms of coming up with ideas of how we can execute upon that strategy. Anytime we can get our people involved, inherently, they will take greater ownership. So take the time to think about, how can I better engage my team in this? How can I, rather than telling them, how can I ask them? And inherently you'll see the excuses begin to subside, the finger pointing begins to get let go of, and all of a sudden they start taking greater ownership. You know, it's interesting, better than 2,000 years ago, Confucius said, "Tell me, and I will forget. Show me, and I will remember. Involve me, and I will understand." Asking questions gets our people involved. If we get them involved, they understand and they will take ownership.